The idea of modern nation-states, at least in their current form, it is said not to have been created until 1789 in the French Revolution. But is that really true? Let's go back in time a few hundred years to merry old England. But at this point, it wasn't very merry. And Alfred the Great, the only monarch in English history to be known as the Great, was born in 893. He was the son that was never supposed to be the king. And yet, because of successive deaths of his brothers, he was made one. And although Alfred was of Wessex and born in Wessex, he devised the idea of nation-state before anyone else. He dreamed of an England. An England of the people of Wessex, of Mercia, and the other Anglo-Saxon kingdoms come together against their common foe, the Norsemen, the Vikings, the Scandinavians. But did England exist in his time? Well, no. One might question whether or not all the territory of modern England was under the realm of Alfred before he died. The more important question is, was England created as an idea from Alfred, or would it have existed on its own anyway? And the fact that we have to ask the question tells us how important Alfred was to the creation of England. The reason that this is important is that we have come to yet another crossroads in the history of humanity, or a precipice. Our very beliefs have to be questioned. We've come to the point in history where we can no longer keep doing things the way they're being done, or else we could die because of things like climate change, global warming, pandemics, natural disasters, wars, nuclear holocaust. The list goes on. We are starting to wake up as a people to what's really going on around us. And not only that, we as a people have finally come to understand what we are actually fighting against. Because trust me, there are a group of people who are fighting against the very things that we hold dear. Things like equality, things like freedom, things like democracy, things like having a decent environment to be able to breathe and to drink water from. This is a concerted effort, or a conspiracy if you wish to use that vernacular. This strong opponent may be few in number, but vast resources are at their disposal. Because these people are the ultra-rich. This is the 1%. And they own 90% of all corporations. They have vast numbers at their disposal of people who are working for them. We all work for them in one way or another. And they hold all the power. They lobby our politicians. They're the ones who own all of the newspapers and all of the television stations, all of the media. I sometimes wonder and surprised that we still have free speech in this country. But here you are listening to me right now. And things like the idea that a person can be born in poverty and reach wealth is a lie to most Americans, and always will be. People don't usually raise out of their economic condition in class. So we have that going against us. But we are getting wiser. We know that they want to take away our rights, take away our freedoms, take away our right to vote. They will lie to us and throw propaganda in our faces. Prageru, now getting support from DeSantis in Florida. The owner of the company, Prager, agrees that his filth, not that he would call it that, is propaganda. They're just trying to raise more conservative babies. And speaking of babies, if you really want the truth as to why things like abortion and things like birth control are things that the Republican conservatives supposedly are against, the reason is because of racism and greed. When I say racism, the reason that they want us to have abortions illegal and things like birth control illegal is because they want us to produce more children. The reason being is if we don't have enough, we will lose population. Our economy won't be as strong. And we haven't had a generation as big as the baby boomers yet. Our population is aging, and as they do, we will decrease in population if we do not have at least the same ratio of native-born peoples. And that's what it comes down to. They want native-born peoples. Again, this is a racism issue. They want to have more white people born to be able to counter the immigrants, especially people of color. The other reason was greed. They want to be able to go and have more people to control more. The more people that are under their thumb, under their economic system, under their late-stage dying capitalism, the more people that they can have as consumers and workers and people to be used up. And that's what this is, folks. This is just like the Sackler family, killing millions of Americans because of profit. They're literally killing people. The rich are killing people. That's all we are to them. We're not voters. We're not brothers. We're not cousins. We're numbers. And they like numbers. And they want higher numbers. Just like they do with money. So, I don't know if we will reach the point where we can defeat these people within my lifetime. But I, as one of my ancestors in the past, King Alfred himself, with his idea of England, I believe that this idea of a more equal, more just, more social, more equitable country in the future. I believe it, and I know it in my heart, and I know it will happen, if not necessarily in my lifetime, but I believe it will. This is the England of our now. We have to see it and believe it and make it come to pass. We have to want it and see it and make it come to fruition. I, like my ancestor, looking down at the Viking horde, he knows this too one day will pass. And in the future, his England Thank you for listening, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Take care.